Bitcoin broke out of our two broadening wedges to the downside, and this maybe means that we have to expect a massive dump. That's why I took already 10% of profits off my long positions, but guys, there's actually a new chart pattern forming on the 1 hourly time frame that could give the bulls a chance to reverse this trend before we close the weekly candle in 1.5 days. And as you guys know, the weekly candle right now is way below our 8-year support and resistance. And I mentioned in my last videos every single time what a close below this 8-year support and resistance on the weekly time frame could mean for the Bitcoin price. So if we don't want to see this very bearish scenario to happen, the bulls have to break out of those chart patterns I'm going to show you today during the next couple of hours actually, and they're already preparing for this breakout. We can already see it in the charts. So let's not talk too much. I will also give you an update on my trades during this video, and also will let you know when I'm going to open new trades, long or short, we will see. And other than that, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up the like button. Guys, my last video got 3,600 views. This channel only has 2,000 subscribers. It got over 300 likes. So thank you very much for all of you guys' support. I would really appreciate it if you could smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And other than that, also leave a comment down below and share the video with your friends. That supports me the most. Let's just jump right into the charts and what we can already see. And for this, I will go to the daily candles. And then we will go to the 4-hourly and then to the hourly candles. What we can already see, guys, is that pretty much both of our broadening wedges broke to the downside. And as I said in yesterday's video, I will scale down my trades a little bit if this happens. So we took now again profits, but we have to say this broadening wedge, since it is not rising or falling, doesn't really have a breakout target to the downside or the upside. It only is a continuation pattern. So if we're in it, we can expect it to break to the upside if we're in a bull run. This didn't happen. The rising wedge also broke to the downside, but if you listen to it firstly and you say, oh my god, we broke to the downside, it sounds horrible. But if we actually take a look at the price target of this rising broadening wedge, it is actually at $43,600. So we already reached this price target with our first breakout. And if we're even saying, okay, this rising wedge pretty much starts at this point, so we are starting here because before that we don't have any touch point, then we would also have to put the lower support line here, and then the price target of this rising broadening wedge was already reached perfectly. So do we really have any bearish breakdown targets from those rising wedges or from those broadening wedges? Not that much actually. We pretty much already reached those price targets. So the bears actually already reached the price targets for the bearish breakouts. So we can leave this broadening rising wedge in the charts because it probably will act as some sort of resistance. But also, I think what is actually likely is that we are forming a broadening wedge that looks like this actually. So let's just take a look at these two green support and resistance lines. I will make this one a little bit bigger so you can see it better. As you guys can see, it's also a possibility that this with 1, 2, 3 or 4 and this with 1, 2, 3 touch points becomes the real broadening wedge, and this would have still not broken to the downside. So as long as we don't close a daily candle below the $44,000 level, I won't close more of my longs. As soon as we close below $45,000 or $45,000 level, I will close more of my long trades. I will take another 20%, 25% off them. It won't result in that much profit. It's more than to control a little bit of risk. So we'll definitely take some profits. But other than that, if we should manage to bounce here on the daily candles, this is not looking all too bad, because like I said, if we now have a daily candle closing at like 43,500, we are closing below the daily EMA ribbons and so on and so on. So we wouldn't only have those broadening wedges that are looking bearish, but we would also have the EMA ribbons looking bearish. And this was never a good sign in the past when the EMA ribbons turned bearish. If we now also take a look on the 4-hourly time frame, we can already see Bitcoin also broke to the downside out of its symmetrical triangle. So also this is definitely a bearish sign, but this is only on the smaller time frames, as you guys know. So in my opinion, we still have a chance to break back into it, because on the bigger time frames we have support below us, and it will definitely overshadow this small resistance on the 4-hourly time frame. Still, the first thing we have to see is actually to break the resistance on the 4-hourly time frame to the upside again with a 4-hourly candle. And I think there's one chart pattern that could help us achieving that, and that's actually on the 1-hourly time frame. And that's on the 1-hourly time frame I will show you now. It's actually a broadening falling wedge, guys. I think this broadening falling wedge on the 1-hourly candles is pretty much our chance of the day, the chance of the day to break this 4-hourly resistance also to the upside. And as you guys can see, we are already forming a slight inverse head and shoulders pattern. Definitely not looking all too bad, the 1-hourly candles. I mean, for sure there can always be a black swan event, a single whale selling off Bitcoin, but for now it's not looking bad. If we close the hourly candle, be above the $45,350 level, guys. We have to, for $45,400 level. If we close a 1-hourly candle, let's just say it so it's the same on all charts. Also, if we close a 1-hourly candle above the $45,500 level, I'm definitely expecting that then we are also able to break the resistance at around the same price on the 4-hourly time frame. So we have now 3 hours to close this 4-hourly candle above this beautiful resistance. Then on the daily chart we would definitely have a more bullish looking daily candle. And if the bulls are then very, very brave, maybe they are able to pump the daily candle tomorrow up to, I don't know, $48,700. I know it's unlikely, guys, and that's why I took a little bit of profits off my longs. Still, the bulls definitely still have a chance to turn all of this into a bullish move. So let's just keep an eye on the charts. I will update you on this channel either tonight if there's like a crazy price movement, or tomorrow. And other than that, like I said, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up the like button on this video. Please make sure to share it with your friends, leave a comment down below, and yeah, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. Maybe we can reach them today. But other than that, I would say I will update you on my trades and see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.